Hello world, my name is Do. I'm from Turkey and this is my final project for CS50P. I use Python's textual library for the project, so it still runs on the terminal, but you get to create a UI. Let's run the project. There will be some terms related to an ERP system, but I won't go into them here. My project is a simplistic factory simulation like an ERP system. It has 5 modules: sales, production, planning, logistics, and procurement. Let's do a demonstration and jump into planning first. From here, we can select one of the 9 randomly generated products. Let's select this one. And we can add them to a list here. And from that list, we can create a work order. And now we created a work order here and we can see it. We can see the operations assigned to it and information about that operation. We can also delete the work order we created. In here we can see the bill of materials for each randomly generated product. As we change it, the bill of materials will change. We can see general information about product. If we click production types, we can see the manufacturing types for each end product we have, what kind of manufacturing we need to do to produce the product. And in the bottom here, we can see the workload of each work center. Now that we created our work order, let's jump into logistics and select our newly created work order and the product and transfer the raw materials. Now click here and it is done. Also in the screen we can see the warehouse capacity. We have 3 shelves now and we can see each part assigned to each address in a single shelf. Let's now jump into production because we have transferred our materials. In here we can see our work centers related to each production method. Let's activate them if they have an active operation. And these 3 are active now. Now we need to advance the time so that parts will be manufactured, and when they're done, they can be assembled in this work center. Let's pass the time, and yes, all these parts are done. Now assembly can begin. Assembly begins, and now assembly is done. Now that we have finished all our operations, if we go to sales screen, we can see we have 1 product in our inventory. This is the product we just manufactured. We can now select it, add it to a sales list here, and if we click end day again, it is sold and it is reflected in funds as well. One screen I haven't shown here is procurement. In here we can buy raw materials. We had enough, so we didn't have to buy any, but you can just type a number here, it shows the cost. You can say buy, and we just bought them. In here you can see market information. For both raw materials to buy and end products to sell, there is a randomly generated market. And in the top here, you can see how the market is doing for a specific raw material. In the plot down here, you can see the last 30 days, the cost of the raw material for the last 30 days. We've jumped back to sales. You can see the same thing here. But for the end product, in here we can see what the market is doing for each product type. And in here, if we actually select different products, the plot will change. It will show the price for the product for the last 30 days. Thank you for watching. This was my project.